These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat. Iraq continues with this election saga. The Sadr protest deadline of October 1st is nearing. They told us they won't even have the meeting with Sadr until next week. I do not believe Sadr is going to bend this time. He would rather tear apart the political system, expose the corrupt, rebuild it without Iran and their puppets. This may very well happen. It won't be very good for us investors looking for the reinstatement, but at least for now, the process is in motion. Too bad it was not put in motion a couple years ago, as we might have been to the bank by now. Many things besides the Iraqi RV are in motion to get us to where we want to have the project to delete the zeros and the reinstatement. Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report, Firefly. The banks are putting signs out again in their windows about the open house. They are inviting us citizens to next Monday. They're telling the citizens coming in and to open accounts and get our cards. They're talking about loans. All of this is part of a new strategy to grow Iraq's economy. Frank says the CBI prepares you to use the new small category notes inside your country, the same way that they prepare the international banks to use the new small category notes in their country outside of Iraq's borders internationally. The next step will occur after Kazemi returns from New York. Jeff is saying in the near future they're going to have a session of Parliament to vote to reschedule their elections, along with dissolving Parliament. As you know, their government must have full powers. Right now, they're deemed as a caretaker. They are not a government with full powers. Because they don't have full powers, they cannot right now revalue their currency. They must be able to pass laws to revalue the currency and have full powers, and they don't. Question: does this mean you have to wait till next year for the rate to change? Jeff says the day they vote to reschedule the elections and dissolve Parliament, I will be doing an emergency dinar update. Mark Z via PDK, we do have some great reports coming out of the banking sector in Iraq on securities and securities set up in Iraq so they can trade them. This is huge news that just happened yesterday. I am excited. I have been getting solid news from the banking side about how close we are. I really hope it happens before the holidays. I believe we will have an amazing holiday season. And we have Samson article quote, Iraq will turn into the largest economic market in the region during the next decade, unquote. Another quote stressing that his country seeks to increase the volume of trade exchange with this neighboring country, unquote. All right, Militiaman's got an article quote, France's total refuses to complete a $27 billion contract with the national oil company. The decision issued by federal court yesterday cut the way for this deal and other deals that the Minister of Oil and Al-Kazemi wanted to complete before their departure to ensure a very appropriate retirement, unquote. Militiaman says this is huge. They refuse to deal with the NOC. They cut a deal with the MOO. They have the total deal sorted prior to leaving the UN in New York City. They are doing other deals, as they mentioned too. I will bet that Kazemi will have much to say tomorrow afternoon. Bruce via Wiser Now, this has come out for us, according to people that we've talked by the end of this month. Well, we are getting close. There's only 30 days in September, so I think we're definitely moving forward. I think what's interesting, what we've heard, is that we should get notified this weekend. The latest information I got was telling us that our new window for us to get started is between the 25th and 28th of September. 25th is Sunday, so that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 28th. So in that time frame, we should get our notifications, then get started with our exchanges. We believe that this absolutely must start by the end of this month, which is the 30th. So we'll see how that goes, and we will see what happens. Walking Stick via Frank 26, world banks have recognized the IQD as potential Middle East currency to use to invest in. The Middle East knows what the Iraqi currency is about to do. They know its potential. They know they have to use it, invest in it, to buy with it, sell it, protect it. Wow to the IQD being used, but double wow to see the IQD back in the SDR of the IMF. This is a very big deal. This is a big step to the final step. Mark Z via PDK, it's been very quiet out of Iraq. I hope they are as ready as the banks make it sound they are, because from the banking side of this, they swear that this is their weekend. I'm hoping and really think we are close. I'm being told we are in for an epic week. Since I'm not seeing progress in Iraq, I question it a little, but am still excited and think this is wrapping up towards conclusions very quickly for us. Frank 26 article quotes Central Bank of Iraq has 3 reserves to serve requirements of monetary stability and development, unquote. Frank 26 says the IQD prepares to float, and the 3 reserves is just the tip of the iceberg of the monetary reform. Frank says this is amazing. Notice all the articles are encouraging, and notice none of them are negative. Lastly, we have Sampson with article quote, Al-Kazimi expects an increase in Iraq's cash reserve and it will reach $100 billion. Another quote, the cash reserve under our government has reached $86 billion and it is expected to increase to $100 billion. Al-Kazimi stated that Iraq has achieved the largest and fastest economic growth and has become the first in the Middle East and the 5th in the world.